We're still in our World War II series, so don't forget we've ditched the 19 part of the date. So today's date is October 1944, but we're going to remember it as 1044, the Battle of Leyte Gulf. This is not a well-known battle, however it is considered the largest naval battle of World War II, and possibly the largest naval battle in history, in terms of military personnel involved and tonnage of ships used. It is also one of the opening battles of the Philippines campaign. After capturing the Mariana Islands, the Allies had breached Japan's inner defense ring, and B-29 superfortresses could now attack the Japanese home islands. Normally, Allies would just bypass Japanese ground forces that were on islands and were no threat, being unable to move to other battle zones. However, the Philippines contained a large land-based Japanese air force, and the Allies opted to destroy it. Japan was aware of the US plans and hoped they could counter the invasion of the Philippines with a decisive naval battle. Now, this is actually 4 separate battles: the Battle of the Subian Sea, Surigao Strait, Cape Engano, and Samar. On the 17th of October, the amphibious landings at Leyte began, spearheaded by the US 6th Army. As this invasion of the Philippines began, the naval battles would rage around the various islands, protecting the landing craft from the Japanese forces. After submarine skirmishes in the Palawan Passage, Admiral Kurita led the Central Force into the Subian Sea on the 24th of October and was repulsed by US assets. A miscommunication between US forces ended up with the San Bernardino Strait becoming unguarded, allowing the Japanese Central Force to turn around and head through it towards the landing vessels. Thankfully, despite being surprised by the attack, the small American naval force conducted a furious counterattack that convinced the Japanese they had actually engaged a major naval force, and they withdrew. The Battle of Surigao Strait was the last time battleships fought each other in history. Here, the Japanese Southern Force fought the 7th Fleet when it fell into a trap. The battle saw the first use of kamikaze attacks. The escort carrier Santi was the first to be hit by such planes and their suicidal pilots. At Samar and Engano, the US superior naval aircraft inflicted heavy losses on Japanese ships. More kamikaze attacks were also conducted. 300 ships took part in the battle for the Allies, including 8 fleet carriers. The Japanese had 67 ships, with only 1 fleet carrier. Japan lost 28 ships to the Allies' 7. The Japanese surface fleet was now worthless in future battles, and barely participated for the rest of the war. The invasion of Leyte Island ensured the capture of the Philippines, and Japan was cut off from nearly all the materials it needed to continue the war, including fuel. To remember this date, let's take a US carrier, and flying towards it are kamikaze planes, first used in this battle. Wave after wave hit the carrier, and each explosion adds to the formation of our date on the hull of the ship. The explosions eventually form our dates 10 and 44. October 1944 or 1044, the Battle of Leyte Gulf. Thanks for watching.